Welcome to the Voices of the Past podcast, a programme that explores past life on Barton Hill in East Bristol. The stars of the show are the voices of the people from Barton Hill, all recorded by the Barton Hill History Group in the 1980s and 90s. We will share memories and stories directly from first-hand accounts, their stories told their way with their voice and their Barton Hill accent. So sit back and listen and enjoy Voices of the Past. And as one Barton Hill resident said, if he's got any tears, prepare to shed them now.
Episode 2, The Community of Barton Hill.
In the previous episode, we heard the voices of the past talking about some of the characters and personalities of old Barton Hill. This episode will examine the built environment of Barton Hill, the streets, the shops, the places of worship, and the reasons why a strong collective spirit evolved, the community of Barton Hill.
And this was Barton Hill people.
We had the birds. He got young George Bird. He got buried in the shelter up the road when they put the drums on the shelters. He got buried in the shelter, young George Bird.
Alice Dentford. Yeah.
I think Betty Johnson's still alive somewhere. There's lots of people alive, you know, still from here.
Oh, he said, your name's Billy L, is that? I said, yes, sir.
And then there was Lil Birdie's sister. And then there was the Skidders lived next door. That was a funny crowd of people that was. Just run about naked, the kids and all that. That's on it. And,
They didn't call them that in their days. They called them pudding back streets.
Pudding?
Pudding back street. One cul-de-sac, it was pudding back street.
Pudding back street.
One at the top, the Beaufort Arms, Daniel's the middle, and Webb's the bottom. We used to call it top house, middle house, bottom house.
You would sit on a bench, a hurriedly made bench seat of a plank supported with two barrels, and the night watchman would be there. And of course, if it was a long job, there was the makeshift hut, and there was a lovely big coke brazier burning all evening, all through the night. We would say, "Oh, please, sir, have you any stories to tell us?"
And when you were 9, you were allowed to go out selling hot cross buns. We used to have our little songs, and we used to go away up Thomas Street, all singing, go buy our hot cross buns, knocking on the door, take about threepence. Oh, we were millionaires.
See if there's anything else I can tell you.
Telling it how it was.
Telling it how it was.
Telling it how it was. Telling it how it was.
What do the voices of today remember about Barton Hill in the past? When you examine our Barton Hill History Group Facebook site, people remember the shopkeepers and other key workers. Almost every street on Barton Hill would have had a corner shop, and there were so many pubs. You can understand why people rarely ever left Barton Hill. Unfortunately for the community of today, there is now no longer a pub on Barton Hill after the recent closure of the Swan and the Rhubarb Tavern. Here are a few comments from Facebook. Vendel Sogezzi remembers, "We lived just round the corner in Days Road. A little Italian man was at the bottom of Bridge Street. Used to give me and all my brothers a haircut, a number 1. No hiding place for the nits." Ray Jones remembers, "Annie Hill was a local midwife and family friend, and would often claim she delivered most of the babies born on Barton Hill." Alan Shepherd remembers Jeffries the butcher. "As a boy, I was amazed every time he opened the door to the walk-in cold store, revealing all the pigs' bodies. Sometimes he'd hoist a large leg on his shoulder and carry it in, and pull it down on the big wooden block. One last comment comes from Robin Finn. You can take the kids out of Barton Hill, but you can't take Barton Hill out of the kids. Barton Hill made the people, and the people made Barton Hill. Next time, we'll listen to the voices of the cotton workers from the Great Western Cotton Works that once dominated Barton Hill. Thank you for listening to the Voices of the Past podcast. This production is a collaboration between Garry Atterton, the Barton Hill History Group, and music duo Charlie and Jake. Special thanks to the National Heritage Lottery Fund for their support, and of course none of this would have been possible without the many voices of the past, sharing their stories in their own words. For more information about the project, to connect with others, and to view our live stream event, visit our website voicesofthepast.org.uk.